Well, righty then. Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, talking about episode 3 of the anime series Koitu Uso. And that kiss, that kiss at the end. Holy crap. I did not see that one coming, and I don't really know what, by and large, it actually means, what ramifications it's going to have on the greater plot that is unfolding. I completely skipped talking about episode 2 with the exception of having made a post over on my Facebook page where I post about anime episodes that I watch that I don't end up talking about in videos for the most part. And I could have really taken or left episode 2. I thought it was stupid. I didn't enjoy it at all. They ramped up the highfalutin comedy and absurdity, and I was like, this is so boring. It didn't have any of the gravitas and the weightiness in the story, in the plotting, in the character dilemmas and everything that were basically going on in the first episode that left me gobsmacked, that left me really compelled to watch this. The second episode really fell flat for me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't feel compelled to talk about it, with the exception of saying, God, that was awful. And so here we are, episode 3. It was much more watchable. I'll say that from straight out of the gate. It was actually enjoyable for the most part, seeing the episode begin with Najima being sort of invited over to Rarina's place, and little do he or Takasaki know that Takasaki's going to be there, and she didn't know Najima was going to be coming over. And so it's very awkward, and you have Rarina basically telling them, they have to kiss. And it's like, I'm wondering what her motivations are. Is she getting off on this? Is it, is she being truthful that it's her means of trying to find an interest in Najima? I don't know what was up with her reactions, cowering behind the pillow, watching this wide-eyed as, Takasaki and Najima are going to go and kiss each other. And it seems like Takasaki is the one really being forward with the idea of kissing Najima over and over and over again through the course of this episode. Not only is it in that sequence in, Rarina's bedroom, but also later in school, she wants to talk to him, and I don't know how she knew he was going to be held behind after PE, after changing back into his normal school uniform or whatever. Maybe she was just waiting for him, because he was like, in a daydream, tripping about all of this, all the conflictual feelings and everything. And so for her to approach him and want to find out what else Rarina had suggested doing, and she was taken aback at first that Rarina was saying kiss her every day, and what is the purpose? There's got to be more to it. If Rarina can't be there to witness it every single time, is it just enough for her to know that it's something that's happening, even if she's not there to see it, to behold it, because she wants that doki doki heart racing sensation? I don't know what Rarina's getting out of this. But I do put a lot of stock and faith in Takasaki's assurance to her. You're okay with it now, but eventually you're not gonna be. You're gonna have a problem with this. It's not something to be, so willy nilly with, to take so lightheartedly. And I don't know. I don't know what Rarina is after. Trying to keep Najima and Takasaki together, unless maybe she's being manipulative. But she doesn't strike me as being that way, as being nefarious, as doing this to eventually, get back at the heart of them later when they can't be together. I don't think that's what's motivating her. But of course, we see Takasaki being very forward with Najima in that moment. She leaps up, and it's a very deep, tonguey kiss and everything like that. Didn't really do much for me, and as far as enticement goes, it was just kind of, okay, this is happening now. And of course, we have Nisaka, who is Najima's buddy, who's the popular guy. Now, they have been really playing up a lot of strange reactions between, Nisaka and Takasaki, where it's like, it's almost a shoe in the door that, okay, when they finally get their papers, they're going to be paired up. That's how this is going to be further complicated. At least that's what I've been expecting. And then, as I say, to cut right to the chase, that final sequence where Najima wants to talk to Nisaka, and Nisaka has, school beautification club meetings to attend, and he's like, well, I'll wait for you afterward. And Nisaka has something to ask him. Well, what is that going to be? We don't actually find out what Nisaka's concern exactly is. But when Nisaka comes back, of course, Najima is asleep on his desk. He's been waiting, and PE knocked him out, such like that. And to my utter shock and surprise, Misaka is looking longingly at Najima's lips, and I guess he's curious. I don't know if that means bi-curious or if he's flat out gay or what, but he leaned in, and they're silhouetted with the sun shone through the windows. Misaka lip-locked with the sleeping Najima. And I was just like, oh, this is a curious development. I didn't see this coming at all. I didn't know they were actually going to have a character who might actually be homosexual to add just the craziness to this, lovelorn scenario. And I don't even know if that's the case. He could just be being weird about it. He could just want to know, okay, well, here is Najima. I caught him lip locking with Takasaki. What is it that drives her to him and everything? And it could be born out of the rivalry or whatever's going on there. The unspoken rivalry, the dirty looks between Takasaki and Nisaka. I don't know. It could be something along those lines. It could be his perverse nature. Maybe he isn't gay at all, and he's just like, I want to see what this is like. Why is everyone so drawn to this guy who's unpopular? I'm the popular guy. He's the less popular guy, yet he's got 2 chicks already. One he's got to be betrothed to, and they're going to have to figure that out at some point because he can't be with the chick he really wants to be with, and she really wants to be with him. What is he getting all the attention for? Maybe that's where that kiss came from. Or it could be straight up, he's homosexual, he's attracted to Najima, and maybe that's the question. Maybe it would be, would you ever think outside the box as far as who you would want to be with? Or is it wrong that I want to be with someone like you, someone who is the same sex? I don't know how deep and far down the rabbit hole they're going to go with this. But it is highly, highly intriguing, and it adds a whole new backlog aspect of flavor to what is already compoundingly just a hard scenario, hard situation to, especially at this age, the ages these characters are, to have to parse through. It's a coming of age tale in a world where arranged marriages are a thing and are enforced by law. People can't be with whom they wish to be, and there's a lot of allegorical aspects to that in our real world where same-sex couples and same-sex marriage in certain places in the world is still punishable by death, which is absurd. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but it gobsmacked me. It was right out of left field, and I was left like, I gotta do a video about this one. Episode 2 was a wank in the park. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't invested in it. This one I enjoyed all the way through from the beginning to the end, and that ending, though, that kiss, though, it's like, oh man, I have no idea what's going to happen now, and I'm really kind of intrigued to see, and I really hope they don't drop the ball when episode 4 comes about. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you've seen episode 3 of Koito Uso as well, if you were as gobsmacked as I was, if you're even bothering to watch this series, because I almost very much, decided to drop it after episode 2, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I didn't see this coming, and it just makes it that much more investing and intriguing and compelling and all those superlatives. And so, yeah, otherwise, it'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.